Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely morning in which the Most High, Ahia has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Just coming with a little something, you know. Really kind of feel a little sorrow, but that too shall pass. Being so, running a race is not something you have time to feel sorrow. You're focusing on keeping the pace and crossing the finish line. I sit back and I see and kind of feel like a sense of sorrow, because you want everybody to see what you're seeing, but they can't see what Ahia don't suffer them to see. So you just have to get your flesh with the program of the Most High, Ahia, through your spirit. Through your spirit. That's what the Ruach HaKodesh does for you. It teaches you how, in your spirit man, to get your flesh in line with what is according to His will. Yesterday, no, this was not, what's today? Today is Saturday morning. Thursday, I experienced something that was really kind of trying to show me the power and the mindset of the people who follows the broad gate. Well, the line on the highway was all the way back to another intersection of another highway, bagged all the way back. And in my mind, I couldn't grasp the idea that, why don't you just move over? There's 3 lanes. Why are all these people, I was telling this to my son, why are all these people going in 1 lane and there's 3 lanes? It just didn't make any sense to me. So I got over out of that lane that was bagged all the way back to another highway, and I went all the way up, almost a mile, not even almost a mile, trying to grip the whole idea of why are all these people in 1 lane and it's 3 lanes? Why are they bagged up? And it's just so powerful to see the multitude of people following people in 1 lane. I get up there and there's no one in the other 2 lanes, and I'm trying to grip it. But it's a spiritual message out of it for me. The broad gate is always going to be where the multitude shall follow. So when you see a lot of people following people on these devil platforms, and those who platform it is, they think it identify that they are all that and something. No, it ain't. No, it don't. It identifies there are people willing to follow you because you're not saying nothing. worth hearing. It's not because you're saying something worth hearing. It's because you're not saying something worth hearing. Just like that narrow gate. Just like that highway. The people are following it. All the way back to another intersection. Highway intersection. All the way back. When there was 2, 3 lanes, they got into one lane and stuck with it all the way back. And you can plainly see that there's 3 lanes you can get over. None of it didn't make any sense. We're all going up to the main street. But all of them rather get into a different line and follow it because everybody else is in it. To me, that's powerful. That reminds me, it does. It reminds me of all these devil platforms. How people follow them. Not because they said something righteous. Not because they said something just. Not because they said anything outside of what is wicked and evil. Or things for their flesh. People follow by great numbers. So I was just looking at that and I thought that was very... But I always do that. I do that all the time. I try to piece things together of why people follow the multitude in that. And I know the reason why, because the Spirit of the Most Higher said if it lines up with His will, it's going to line up with everyday life. People will follow that which is the opposite of what is just and unjust. And I thank Him for that, because that is so true. That is something I've been speaking about in the last 2 years on this platform, how people follow people who ain't telling them nothing, ain't saying nothing, but they yearn for, they desire to follow individuals, not caring or understanding that these people are not teaching you anything. They're not giving you anything. But it doesn't matter. The gate that leads to destruction is going to always be broad, be wide. And that leads to life, which has the righteous. It's going to always be narrow. And I heard a young man this morning speak on dreams. You all be careful with these young men speaking about dreams that they're having. And women too. A lot of young women are talking about it. They not young, but women. Oh, I had this dream. Dreams mean nothing unless there's someone there to interpret it. That's what people don't understand. If you're, okay, you can have dreams, okay? And these dreams can be tied to your emotions, your thought pattern, the way you felt the day prior, the way you've been feeling throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? It can deal with all kinds of things that are occurring to you personally. But the dreams that the Father gives you, He first going to let you know it, not just in the dream, but when you have awakening, it's going to be embedded in your spirit. Okay? So a lot of times when you have a dream, to me, this is how I look at it. Being an interpreter of dreams, you first have to hear the dream out. And after hearing the dream, you have to feel the dream. See, with me, I don't just hear the dream. I have to feel the dream. Once I feel the dream, then I can interpret the dream. Meaning, it has to come from the inner man, okay, to be able to explain it from the outer man. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people's dreams are just that, just dreams, because of what's going on in their bodies, what's going on in their mind thoughts, and especially their emotions and their feelings. That's why I say you be very careful in taking on dreams that people are having, because when the enemy sees that one is fascinated by dreams, then that's one way he can entertain them, through the dreams, because the dreams will, if you wake up out of a dream, okay, and you can feel this dream, I mean, really feel it. Not only do you remember it in your thought pattern, but you can feel the dream. It leaves something inside. Okay? So that's when you know that it's a dream to be interpreted. So that means either you get someone to interpret the dream, but if the Most High haven't given you the ability to interpret the dream, then you remember the dream and hope that time will reveal the dream itself. Okay? Because a lot of things is going on, and a lot of people are taking on all kind of gifts and all kinds of ability to do this, to do that, to do this, and to do that. And a lot of it is witchcraft. A lot of it is witchcraft. Okay? So be careful dealing in that area, because you can really wound yourself mentally. Okay? So just be careful in that line of doing. Okay? Yep, I just thank the Most High for all that He was, all that He is, and all that He's going to be. I just thank Him. Something was strange today. Something strange. Something I missed. Oh, I was listening to someone last night, and it really felt good to hear that individual finally step into a different realm outside of he say, she say. It felt so good to hear her. I laid in the bed and I went to sleep just listening to her. You know, when I fell asleep, I had to wake up to turn it off. And today is going to be my main thing. I'm going to listen to this individual because things that she was saying, I can totally agree with. I can come on one accord with, and I salute, because it made me realize that this individual was given something to be able to know what is spirit and truth and be able to speak on it. And now you're so used to hearing her he say, she say, but to just hear spirit and truth, it felt good. It really did. It really felt good. So a lot of us really need to come out of a lot of the stuff that's pleasing the world and the things that takes us from a higher will. Not when I say His will, His ways, and have us going all in the fleshly way. So I thank the Most High for giving her that ability to step into it in spirit and truth. And it was really good, and it's still on me, but I can't really think of it. But that's what's making me want to really hear what she was saying, to go back and hear what she was saying. And then this morning I heard an elderly man talk about something that made me realize that all that talk he was talking, now he's trying to figure out that which bring light to the understanding of man, you know. And I'm like saying, now he's getting it. He's getting it, but he's not getting it. And to me, that's still beautiful, because someone is gripping and understanding exactly what is going on. And I understand exactly when I'm sitting here listening to him. I'm like saying, finally, you're saying something worth hearing. You know what I'm saying? And I think I can go back. I thank the Most High for that. Because if you're going to run this race, you want to know that there's someone else in the race running to the finish line. And you're not the only one you see on the track field. And that's beautiful for me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. So you all enjoy your Sabbath day. Praise the Most High in the midst of it. Know that He's the beginning and the end and everything in between. Everything in between. Do something, read something that give you clarity of what is before us today. You know, read something out of the Bible and let the Ruach teach you this Sabbath day. Okay, just let the Ruach teach you. He'll show you things that you never knew or known. And so a lot of times we don't listen to Him. We don't hear Him because we're so busy hearing others and hearing ourselves understand things and read things. But when you're reading, listen. Stay quiet. Read. But stay quiet to hear what the Spirit of the Most High has to expound on or have to fulfill in you what is being said. There's a lot of things that need to be talked about. A lot of things in such a time as this. And we must understand that things are not going to move out of our way. They're going to move in our way. So we're going to have to know how to go around any issues that stands in our way. We're going to have to know how to go around it. But without spirit and truth, you don't know how to get around it. So reading and allowing and waiting and tarrying for a higher is a good thing. And I think this is what you should take out today and do. And every Sabbath day, take out today on your Sabbath and thirst for righteousness, thirst for truth. Go into that word, not trying to force Him to respond to you or try to tell Him how to respond to you or tell Him what you want to hear, what you want. Just go in listening to the Most High. And how you know His voice, it's a quiet voice. It's a quiet, still voice that is within. And it deals with you from that level. It deals with you from that level. Quiet and within. So I, Sister Deborah, would say to you, enjoy your Sabbath day. Trust in the Most Higher with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your mind, with all your spirit. And lean not to your own understanding, but let Him direct you and lead and guide you. I, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness, say Shalom and Shalom.